What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today, from Star Wars The Black Series, we are taking a look at the Gaming Greats Jedi Fallen Order 13th Battalion Clone Trooper. This is one of the latest Gaming Greats here, which was sent to us from friend of the channel, Alex. Thank you so much for the 10K gift, which was this figure for Justin and I. So yeah, we've got it a little bit early here. It's still listed on GameStop's website as coming out of March of next year, but I doubt it's going to take that long to come out, especially if it's already showing up here in hand. This is specifically from Hong Kong, so the figures are at least out there. But yeah, this is a GameStop exclusive here in the United States. Perfect example of a repaint, something that Justin and I talk endlessly about on the channel, where Hasbro could just repaint clones. Instead of doing credit collection, carbonized, this or that, why don't we just get a bunch of clone repaints for the repaints in the line? Because these are awesome. I love clones. I'm going to buy every single one that comes out. And this one is no different, especially because this is a Phase 2 Clone Trooper on the 2020 Clone Trooper body, and we get a black line on this figure because in the game they do have the black line. So yeah, I think this is actually the first time we're getting the 2020 body with a black line, besides those amazing customs from AliExpress. So let's not waste any more time. We'll take a quick look at the package here. This is the brand new Galaxy box. You can see the Gaming Greats logo right here. Jedi Fallen Order, 13th Battalion Trooper. Here is the mural art on the side. This looks very nice, very clean image of the 13th Battalion Trooper. And this is Sev's arm right here. So yeah, this figure is practically right around the corner because Sev should be dropping soon too. And flipping over to the back here, here is the bio if you want to pause it and read it. And then you can see a more zoomed in image of the mural art. We got the Hong Kong sticker right there on the package. This is number 12 in the Gaming Greats line. And finally on the bottom here is the barcode. So we're not going to waste a whole lot of time here with this figure. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at the one and only accessory, and then we'll jump into the clone himself. And as per usual here with the Clone Troopers, we get the DC-15. This is the carbine, the smaller version. This is the updated 2020 sculpt. It is actually slightly smaller than the original, but the details are still really nice on it. Absolutely no paint apps at all, which of course is to be expected. So yeah, there you go. Let's take a look at the figure. All right, and here is the 13th Battalion Clone Trooper out of the packaging, and looking absolutely fantastic, as you can see right in front of you, and I'll show you better in a comparison later. But thankfully, this figure is not quite as bright yellow as the promo images were. This is more of a mustardy yellow figure, which is a little bit more accurate to the game. And you can see we also do get some interesting little paint app details on the helmet as well, which I'll point out closer up later on. But yeah, take a look at the very first official Clone Trooper that's on the 2020 body with a black line. And yeah, I think we just need to go black line across the board. The exclusion of it was a fine experiment, but I don't think it works out for these figures because yeah, this just looks absolutely amazing, and it's really because the black line. It does a lot for the Clone Trooper helmet. It helps break up the sculpt as well. So yeah, I think as a channel here, we've fully converted to Team Black Line on the helmet for all Clone Troopers. But that aside, yes, this is the 13th Battalion Trooper, Jaro Tapal's Legion, which of course his Padawan is Cal Kestis. They are briefly in the game in a fantastic sequence, which yeah, if you haven't played Jedi Fallen Order at this point, you need to as well. Anyways, back to the figure here. This is the 2020 Clone Trooper body, so not a lot of surprises here. Let's not waste any more time. We'll take the figure off the stand, get a close look at the details, and then move on to the articulation. All right, and up close and personal here with the helmet, just take a look at all the wonderful paint that we have on here. The nice mustardy yellow going across the helmet here with some painted lines on the helmet, which are very cleanly applied on both sides. That's pretty nice. And we also have the black line here, which, yes, unfortunately this helmet is actually slightly warped and the black line actually makes it more noticeable. But man, I thought we were out of the woods when it came to the helmet warping, but it looks like this figure may be suffering from it because both copies we have do have warping issues, unfortunately. This figure is not too bad. I don't think it's really all that noticeable, but the other one is actually pretty severe. We do get a little bit of gray paint on the side here as well, which all looks very nice. I'm happy to see so much paint on a clone trooper. And then we have the unique V pattern that's on the back of the figure as well as the front. Although you can see they did not paint it up very far, so if you have the figure leaning all the way back, you get this space there. So you have to have the figure standing like this or else it's completely broken up, which, yeah, we couldn't just get a little bit more paint in there just to help alleviate this issue. Not the biggest deal breaker in the world, but it's definitely something I feel like is worth noting. And it extends to the shoulders and the arms as well. It all looks very nice, and the legs are the last little bit here with some details. They just have the bands going all the way around. Otherwise, we just have a plain white clone trooper. There is no other paint apps on the figure, which of course is nothing new here and is to be expected. So yeah, as a clone trooper fan, this is actually a pretty unique looking clone, so I was more than happy when they announced this was coming to the Gaming Greats line, because clone troopers are awesome, and thankfully it is more of the mustard yellow, so it's gonna look a little bit more distinguished from the 212th, which I'll show you in the comparisons later. But yeah, those are the details here. I think everything looks to be in order. Surprising amount of paint on the helmet. The black line is very nice. We got silver in the mouth grill as well. And we also have that nice little arrow pointing down chin detail as well. Super stoked to have it and add it to the shelf. And yeah, so let's go ahead and run through the articulation really quick. So yeah, if you have any 2020 clone trooper, you pretty much know what to expect out of this figure, but we do have the double neck peg head joint here, which works wonders. The clone can look up very far and also down a decent amount as well. Total 360 movement, plenty of attitude here as well. This does have a unpainted white clone trooper head underneath for those curious. The shoulders on the figure do go all the way out, and they have those nice soft shoulder pads there that get out of the way and don't inhibit the articulation at all. And we do get full rotation of the arms as well, along with that sweet butterfly joint. Oh, we love it. And it is nice and free on this figure, so that is really awesome. Definitely going to be able to take advantage of that. No surprises when it comes to the elbow. We do get more than 90 degrees, and we do also still have to worry about the pinching, although yeah, you could see I just totally cut into it right there. So yeah, be careful. I would probably only recommend extending the elbow actually about that far. Trigger finger hand rotates around and does also have a vertical hinge. Oh, and swivel at the elbow, of course. And the grip hand rotates and has the horizontal hinge. For the crunch, we do get actually a decent amount forward here and pretty much just straight up going back, and then again you have that unfortunate gapping issue there. Do get side to side out of it and rotation as well though. And for the legs, you can bring them up pretty far, but of course you have to utilize the thigh swivel. You can do the splits about this far. Just a little bit of kickback. Thigh swivel as stated. We do have the single jointed knee that does articulate very well, more than 90 degrees. It does have swivel there. And yes, unfortunately, the knee pad is still glued to the thigh instead of the shin area. Lastly, for the feet, they do go down pretty far. They go up a decent amount as well. And of course, we have ankle pivot and peg holes. So like I said before, if you have a 2020 clone trooper, you know exactly what to expect out of this figure. Nothing is different articulation wise. This is simply just a new flavor. And so last but not least, we have the comparisons here. We're going to run through some clone troopers, some Cal Kestai, and a few other things as well. So let's get into it. First up with the Gaming Greats Cal Kestis and the original Red and Black Box release. Then just because he's also from Jedi Fallen Order, we have the Night Brother Warrior, and we have Zeb basically being a stand-in for Jaro Tapal, as they are the same species here. So yeah, pretty good scale. And we'll follow that up here with some 212th Legion clone troopers. We have the Walgreens exclusive 2020 release, and then we also have the original Entertainment Earth exclusive 4-pack version here. And yeah, you can see actually all three of them are all three different shades of yellow, and the 13th Battalion here definitely being the darkest amongst them. Then we also have Commander Bly and Commander Cody. And we'll finish off the Black Series with some droids. We have the Geonosis Battle Droid and the Imperial Security Droid, or K2SO, whichever one you want. But there you go. Moving on to the model kits, we have the Mandalorian and the Shadow Stormtrooper. And last but not least, the SH Figuarts Tank Pilot and the Mayfex First Order Stormtrooper. And so there you have it, folks. Another bangin' clone trooper for the collection here. This is exactly the kind of repaint that we should be getting. Variations on clone troopers make the most sense, and I know there are a lot of people out there like me who want every single clone variant for the shelf. So yeah, keep them coming. I will keep on supporting them. And yeah, there's really not much else to say about the figure. I think it's a cool variant. If you're a fan of Jedi Fallen Order, you've probably already got this one on pre-order. So yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. If you'd like to support us in a more direct manner, we do also offer a channel membership for 99 cents a month, and we do also now have merch. Check those out. There are links in the description for both. Big thank you to everyone who has already purchased some of the merch, and also to our channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.